Hey guys, in this video, we're going to look at the top 5 best Canon cameras available on the market today. We made this list based on our own opinion, research, and customer reviews. We've considered their quality, features, and values when narrowing down the best choices possible. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description box below. Number 5. Canon EOS 5D Mark IV Full-Frame Digital SLR Camera. While the mirrorless options above are the best Canon cameras for video, DSLRs like the full-frame Canon EOS 5D Mark IV have long been favored by pro photographers, and for good reason. If you need something lightweight and portable, you'll want to look elsewhere, but this camera is built to withstand heavy use day in and day out, and it's got a battery life to match for long shooting days. Canon's excellent ergonomics are also on display here, with a roomy grip and plenty of physical controls you can customize. At 30.4 megapixels, the sensor gives you plenty of leeway to crop and edit your photos, and it has excellent dynamic range and noise handling for low-light situations, making it one of the best Canon cameras for photography. The EF mount also includes a well-established lineup of lenses to suit different kinds of photography. However, if the camera's price tag is too steep for you, you can step down to the Canon EOS 6D Mark II or find a deal on older models in the 5D series, which still provides sturdy builds and pro-level image quality. Number 4. Canon EOS R50 Mirrorless Vlogging Camera. The Canon EOS R50 is one of the best budget mirrorless cameras on the market. Its portable, lightweight design makes it a great everyday or travel camera. Thanks to simple controls and intelligent auto modes, it's also one of the best Canon cameras for beginners. Image quality is great for its class, using the same sensor as the Canon EOS R10 above, and it has a very effective autofocus system, albeit a simplified version of the AF found on higher-end models. Unlike the older Canon EOS M50 Mark II, the R50 uses the RF lens mount, so you can pair it with both APS-C and full-frame RF lenses, making it a good camera to grow with as a photographer since you can upgrade to a full-frame body down the line without replacing your lenses. Still, if you're on a very tight budget, we recommend opting for an older DSLR like the Canon EOS Rebel SL3. While it doesn't have the portability or video features of the mirrorless R50, it's a great starting point into proper photography, and you can find used models for quite cheap. Number 3. Canon EOS R10 Body-Only Mirrorless Vlogging Camera. The Canon EOS R10 is the best entry-level camera in Canon's mirrorless lineup. In typical Canon fashion, it's lightweight, with an accessible user interface and controls, good ergonomics, and a fully articulated screen. It's a bit more portable than the Canon EOS R7, but doesn't feel as premium or sturdy, with no weather sealing. You also lose out on more advanced features like IBIS and dual SD card slots. Still, the sensor captures excellent image quality, and the camera uses essentially the same autofocus system as its higher-end sibling, so it can accurately detect and track moving subjects. It's also a surprisingly capable video camera, with 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second, albeit with a significant crop at 60 frames per second, as well as internal 10-bit capture in its HDR PQ mode, despite lacking more advanced features like log recording. Ultimately, this is the best Canon camera for beginners and budding hobbyists, offering a great balance of features for its price. Number 2. Canon EOS R7RF S18-150mm f3.5-6.3 IS STM lens kit. Mirrorless vlogging camera. If the Canon EOS R6 Mark II is out of your price range, the Canon EOS R7 is one of the best APS-C cameras that Canon has to offer. There are more portable APS-C cameras out there, but the R7 is a remarkably versatile camera. With quick 15 frames per second mechanical burst shooting and a highly sophisticated autofocus system borrowed from the pro-level Canon EOS R3, it's a fantastic choice for action and wildlife photography. It's also very well-rounded for video work, with in-body image stabilization, IBIS, and 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second. That said, the R7 suffers from the same problem as the R6 in that lens selection is still limited, but you can always adapt EF/EFS DSLR lenses if you have them and don't mind buying an adapter. Speaking of DSLRs, if you're willing to give up some of the R7's advanced video features, the Canon EOS 90D is a great alternative with a higher resolution and longer battery life. It's also cheaper than the R7, though it's even bulkier and falls behind mirrorless models for video work. Number 1. Canon EOS R6 Mark II mirrorless camera. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II is the best Canon camera for photography. It takes all of the excellent ingredients of the original Canon EOS R6 and adds a higher resolution sensor, faster e-shutter burst shooting, uncropped 4K video, and no recording time limit. That makes it one of the most versatile cameras for advanced photo and video work at its price point. The biggest downside of the R6 Mark II, like all the other R-series cameras we recommend below, is that lens selection is still relatively limited compared to more established lens ecosystems. Canon's strict third-party licensing means fewer overall lens options as they slowly build out the native RF lens lineup. That said, if you don't mind dishing out for it, the EF EOS R lens adapter lets you seamlessly adapt older EF lenses, of which there are many excellent options to choose from. Still, if you're looking for a camera that can take stunning images with a set-it-and-forget-it autofocus system, excellent ergonomics, and advanced video specs, the R6 Mark II is hard to beat.